Hey Aaron, nice to see you.
Yeah, Munro, how are you?
Pretty good. It's been a little while since I've seen you, close to several months now. Several
Yeah.
months since we toured Australia together.
Yes, I hear you've been busy writing a book, so I haven't been able to get out and see you as much as possible.
Yeah, I do believe I've committed to a few catch-ups and I've had to pull out the last minute. I forgot after my last book how much editing was actually required to
Yeah.
put the book through. And of course, as you know, like I've brought this book through in a very short space of time so that we could get it out for everyone for 2020. So look, the reason I wanted to do a short video with you today for those that are listening through Instagram and Facebook was really to introduce you as somebody that I really respect in business. You obviously know about the book, you know where I've come from as far as working with Amazon, but also my mission to get out there and create some serious reinvention for humans in the world. Would you agree with me that a lot of people are suffering at the moment?
It's an interesting time. I don't know what it is, but 2019 and I'm in the entrepreneurial space, health space, and I honestly didn't have too many people say, you know what, I had a bumpy year. I had a great 2019, and I hang around with positive people. So it's interesting, and obviously that's not everybody, but yeah, there's something in the air, and I think, the business world and the online world, and it's just changing so quickly. Technology is changing so quickly, and a lot of stuff is going on, particularly here in Australia. Obviously at this time we're seeing the fires and yeah, people rally together, but then there's a great divide too. People are angry and they want to blame. So yeah, it's interesting space. That's why I love hanging out with entrepreneurial people, positive people, people like yourself. And I think the word reinvention is very interesting. And we were just having a bit of a talk off camera. Yeah, it doesn't mean reinventing yourself to come out and be famous or wealthy. It is just becoming that better version of yourself. And yeah, there's some steps in place that can help people do that. It's good timing, I think. It's very interesting.
Yeah, well, I've certainly, I try not to be on Facebook too much for a reason. I'm so sensitive. I tune into everything that's happening, not to
Mm.
what's happening, but certainly because it is overwhelming for so many people what's actually happening. Confusion. There is such an incredible polarization happening. One of the things that we look at with reinvention is, well, first we've got to go inwards. There seems to be a lot of external focus at the moment. And look, I don't know about you, but I don't know if any of us really know the truth of what's happening right now, why the fires are happening. There are so many versions, and I think we can get really stuck in, having our little theory or not having a theory at all, and actually just following what most people are following. Like you can literally predict trends, and I think that's dangerous. So one of the things I've come home to, because I've had so much time to slow down and really see what's going on, is we have to bring it back to ourselves, because if we keep blaming out there, then we're powerless. We become a disempowered community. Would you agree?
I've always said that, no matter what you're going through, just look in the mirror, because if you start pointing fingers and blaming, no matter what's happened to you, and look, sometimes things do happen, right, that are out of our control. But what we do have control with is how we react to that and how we respond to that. And yeah, coming out for the better. So I think that's the important part, is because, like you say, if you start blaming everybody else, well, what power do you ever have to change? Because if it's not your fault, then you've got no power to change it. But if we go, okay, I could have done this, I should have done that, I've attracted that, but what I can do is I can change and go down this direction, I can respond this way, then you have all the power in the world to go in the direction that you want. And people are asking questions, they want answers, and they'll go to a mentor, to a church, whatever it may be. And I think, yeah, you've got something pretty special happening, both as the person that you are in general and the friend that you are, but also the book that you're launching, I think is going to have some great content, and it's timely. It's really timely.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, I've sat in a lot of silence and listened to all the messages, and
Yeah.
been loud and clear, Aaron. Don't think I've ever experienced like last year after tour, getting so unwell.
Mm.
Really wondered if I was going to come through. Really, if I'd ever find myself again through that exhaustion, and to be in a position now where I'm just a really very, very calm and grounded about what is happening. But I see the mission, and I see the mission as something that we need to do collectively. And that's why I really invited yourself and Nick to be part of this book, is because I respect you both so much with the work you're doing to help people create a new way of doing business. And I'm looking forward to working with you both to bring through a part of the reinvention formula, which is very much the passive income flow side of things. Often people think that's the first point, but very often we have a few other things to tidy up first. So I'm certainly looking forward to that partnership. And for those that are listening, I'm excited to bring Aaron back, if he will, and do a series of short videos together. But what would be your one bit of advice for 2020, Aaron? I know we're going to do some great work together this year and helping a lot of people get their income streams sorted and start to have that support. But what would be your reinvented response from what you learned from last year that the rest of the people here can take into the future?
Well, that's a tough question on the spot, Mia, but it's a good question. Look, I think you're right. You know, like I'm into new age business and working from home, and I'm a big family man. And yeah, I love passive income, not because of the income itself, but because of the time freedom it gives me to then go and do things that I really want to do, like spend time with the kids and do charity or whatever it may be. But, you know, if you have to do one thing, I think it's getting in alignment with what you're passionate about first. Because if you just go, like what you said, bang, I'm going to go earn passive income and whatever's going on, I'm going to go and do. I think, and yeah, it's a privilege to be in your book, and I'm so proud that you asked me, and I'm really thankful for that, both for you as a person, but also I think it's a cool book. And you know, I think you got to go and find what you're passionate about, because you were doing your Amazon thing, and that's totally cool. It's a huge niche right now. And when I met with you, you know, we clicked straight away, just probably as the people that we were. But at the same time, I didn't see you doing what you were doing forever, and you probably didn't either. And you probably sit back now with everything that you do know and the way your mind works, going, man, everything happens for a reason, and that's a blessing. And I would still be on stage cruising around the country doing a really cool thing. But now I got to write this book, and I got to heal and all these other things. So I think you got to sit down and go, you know, this is who I am. This is what I'm passionate about. And firstly, whether it's your job, whether it's your partner, whether it's your business, whether, you know, your health is in order, whatever it is, get yourself right, know who you are. And then, yeah, sure, let's start a side hustle and earn some passive income, because that's a very cool thing to do. But it may not, and it probably won't work for you unless up here is pretty clear and you're pretty happy with you are and what you want to go and do, and you're crystal clear with your goals. So I think that's an important one, and what a great time of year to do it. I mean, I like to sit down at the end of every year and be clear on where I'm going rather than wait for January, because I kind of feel like you're behind the 8 ball if you do it in January. But what a great time of year now to sit down, work that out, and, you know, draw a line in the sand and become the best version of yourself. And if that means being wealthy, great. If it doesn't, great as well, because it's not all about that. It's really just about being happy and at peace with yourself. And I think you get a lot of that by contributing and, you know, friends and family and community and being happy with it. But yeah, we've got some special stuff to offer. I look forward to coming back and talking about that at a real specific level for those that are interested in it, because we've got some pretty cool stuff happening for sure.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'm not sure if you're around on Sunday. So Sunday, the 12th of January is an extremely auspicious day for all of us. I'm going to be tuning in, doing a live presentation not far from Ayers Rock up there, which was...
good Wi-Fi, all sorted?
Well, funny enough, it's all come in. My dear old friend is actually working in hospitality at Sales Resort, and she's sorting it all out for me. So flying in and hopefully having a really strong activation message for everybody around Reinvention. And if you can be there, would love you and Nick to be on the line. If not, I know you're just around the corner, so that's fantastic. And for everyone else that's listening, so thank you so much, Aaron. Just awesome to see you again. We really do need to catch up. And for those of you that are listening, this is Aaron Byrelee and his beautiful wife, Nick, who are two incredible business leaders I respect greatly. This is the Human Reinvention Formula. It's going live on Amazon at 6 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. Around the world, we are actually tapping in. We have teams in Germany, US, UK, and New Zealand, and also Asia. So I'm extremely excited where this is going. And if you want to share and have many people that you care about actually also participate in this launch. It's a free launch, a free opportunity to really tap into your truth and create the best 2020 that you could ever imagine. So you'll see the link down below. You can register for the live launch on Sunday. Look forward to seeing you there. And Aaron, God bless. Thank you.
Wouldn't miss it. I'll see you there. Thanks, Mia.
Bye.